This is my wife, Anna. She's been pregnant for about 9 months. We've been married for about 2 weeks longer than that. And this is my son, Marshall. Ooh, gross. Is he moving?
There's like no one on the roads.
That's nice. Nothing more convenient than going into labor at 2 in the morning. Today is the day of his birth. September 29th, 2015, which is actually my 23rd birthday. I guess Marshall and I will have to have a talk later about why it's such a problem that he was born on my birthday and how he's actually in really big trouble for it. The first time we were admitted into the hospital was around 2 a.m. Everything was going pretty well, and we were hoping that this was really it, as we had already gone to the hospital once before and been sent home about a week ago.
Can I get you anything?
The contractions this time were coming so frequently we were sure that this was real labor, but unfortunately, about a couple hours later, they had to send us back home around 6 in the morning. We knew that she was going to end up back in the hospital right that day, so we didn't actually drive all the way back to Draper from Provo. Instead, we just went and got breakfast and slept at Grandma's house, which was about 10 minutes away, and then eventually ended up right back up in the hospital. Readmittance, however, wasn't exactly the fastest thing in the world. After she got back in, the labor still went on for hours, probably about 18, 20. The whole labor ended up being about 29 hours. So after hours of sitting around in the hospital and talking and waiting, mostly just for Anna's body to be ready to actually push the baby out, I ended up going downstairs to get some food. Her contractions became so intense on their own without any Pitocin that Marshall's umbilical cord was experiencing pressure from all of the contractions, which actually made his heart rate become really irregular and spike and then drop, which caused the nurses to have to put Anna on oxygen and give her a drug to make the contractions slow down. Once Marshall's heart rate had become stable again, Anna's body was allowed to increase the contractions naturally until she was ready to dilate all the way to a 10, which is what the doctors wait for until they ask her to push to actually have the baby.
Eight, 9, 10. Good. Okay, deep breath in and go. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm not going Sorry.
Okay. He is a boy. He is for sure a boy. You did such an amazing
You did awesome.
job.
Can you take that oxygen off now?
I'll give you this for your hands.
And I also have some of these too. I like this vigorous.
This moment right here, when I'm holding the camera and capturing footage of my son, I think was probably one of the most intense experiences of my entire life. I'm actually surprised that you can't see more shake, because I'm pretty sure my hands were shaking.
Thanks. How are you feeling? Yeah, me too.
I was so astounded by the fact that anyone would trust me, 23-year-old Kent, with the responsibility of keeping this little tiny infant from dying. Just this little organism. Keep it alive. That's your only job. Honestly, I wasn't even worried about will he end up doing drugs, or will he be smart or cool. I was just worried about, am I going to be able to keep him alive?
We just got a few more. So, are you feeling
Mom, do you want to kiss him really quick before I take him? So, Mom, we'll see you soon. Congratulations. Okay, we'll see you in a
For the
little
most
bit.
part, he's kind of just a plant. He just stares at you, and you stare at him. Then he'll stare at something else, but you'll just keep staring at him. He's really fascinating, but all in all, being a parent's made me happier than I've ever been.